My name is Phoebe Gavin. I joined the Army. I rose to the rank of specialist, and I joined the Army to get away from a small town. My parents have very modest means. They weren't going to be able to send me to college. So I realized that the military would be a good way for me to get some college money so that I wouldn't have to incur so much debt. I was really worried about that. I joined to be a cook, but as soon as I got to my unit, there were too many cooks and they needed somebody in the administrative office, and they said, I just need someone who can talk on the phone and type on a computer. That ended up being me. So instead of cooking, I ended up working for the commander in basically the human resources office. So I kind of had to teach myself a lot of the Microsoft Office suite. I had to learn Word, I had to learn Excel, I had to learn all those things so that I could function in that capacity. I had to really polish my phone skills. I had to learn how to be diplomatic and tactful, because I was also dealing with families at certain points, and those were really helpful skills for me to translate into civilian terms because the experience is the same. The Army uses Excel, companies use Excel. You make spreadsheets, you type up memos, you call people, and you have to do all of those things professionally. It was really easy for me to demonstrate my worth, and I can see how people who didn't have that sort of experience could have a much harder time. Once my contract was coming to a close, I started looking at my options, but I figured out pretty quickly college was the thing that I really needed to do after I left. When you are transitioning out of the military, it's easy to kind of get pigeonholed into that you must be very serious because the military is very serious and you stand at attention. But people in the military have great senses of humor, and people in the military make short films, and people in the military do all sorts of crazy things that really lend themselves to creative industries. So as someone who's interested in a creative industry, it's really easy for me to parlay the soft skills that I learned in the military, like being confident, being a leader, being organized, being proactive, doing a whole lot with nothing. Those are things that no matter what field you want to go into, those are helpful. I am a senior. I'm graduating in the spring. I am going to be taking a really big internship for the spring, and then hopefully that internship will turn into a full-time position. And if it doesn't, then I'll be on the job market. In the military, you are judged based on what you do and not as much about who you are. But when you're sitting in an interview room with a potential employer, they want to know about who you are just as much as they want to know about what you can do. So it's important to show some of your personality. It's important to show some of your individuality. It's important to show that you're somebody that person wants to work with. They want to spend 40 hours a week with you.